Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot. Or as today's filming has been going, let me just let the cat out tarot. So this is a general-ish reading for Leo Sun, Scorpio Moon or Rising. If you don't know your moon or rising signs, there's a link just down below in the description just to find them out. You'll need your place and your time of birth and all the other information as well. But this reading either is for you or it isn't. There is a past and a present in my spread. If the past and the present don't fit, then the reading's not for you. Don't try and make it fit. Have a look at one of your other signs, have a look at another reader, come back here in a couple of weeks and see what else I've got uploaded for you. So obviously I'm doing Scorpio Moon and Rising because it's Scorpio season. So I pre-shuffled these and you will see the shuffle video shortly, but if I transfer straight to the cards, if the computer will let me, the overall energy of the reading is defined by the moon card. Now, you're the second person to have that where I was reading today, but here I'm finding a completely different meaning for you. It's like everything is in shadow. There isn't a healing of polarities. Things are very, very slightly off balance. I believe that you made a decision to change something after a lot of thought and a lot of wise thought. I want to add that as well. A lot of wise thought, and you scored a victory. You came through to a whole new era of life recently, but it's been slightly harder going than what you was expecting. And now you're dreaming of heading in a new direction. And I'm worried from these cards that you might be slightly deceiving yourself. I'm not sure that new direction is exactly... I don't think you've got all of the answers to it yet. Let me switch to the joint screen. So, like I say, energy card and 3 main cards. So if that means anything to you, great. One thing I must just say while I remember, I like my clients to come to me with a question in their mind. I don't want to know it, and hey, it's YouTube, I can't know it. But, especially now that you've just seen this little bit, pause the video for a moment. Think about all of the questions that are around you, that surround you. Focus on one of them. The focus is important. Energy in, energy out. Be aware of all of them, though, because the cards will answer whatever they please to and not what you or I think is the main question. So have a pause. And in the meantime, I will just move these cards to one side. Now, as you will see in my shuffle video, which should appear in a moment here, some oracle cards flipped out while I was shuffling for the oracle cards. Hold your vision. Your dreams need a practical plan and manifesting dreams. So I really want to make sure that you are clear on the next stage of your development, the next stage of your life, where you're heading to, because I want to make sure that you are not lying to yourself. You feel that you have crystal clear vision at the moment and that you are in control of everything around you, but change is coming. You are in control of how your life is changing. The 9 of Wands can be quite a defensive card, wounded warrior card. Here we see a wizard with 1 wand controlling another 8, but only 4 of them are real. The other 4 are reflections. So that's something that you really need to be aware of while now is the ideal time for you to plan where you're going next. But you've got to, futility, 7 of Swords, you've got to make sure that your dream is not you lying to yourself, because things will move quite quickly when they go. There is some love in here for you, though, but it's love that is constantly changing its shape at the moment. That is something that I really feel. 1 minute it can roar, next minute it flies. I believe that love is around you, but it's not something that you can easily grab onto right now. You're not, so I would assume you're not entirely sure where you stand, and so you're feeling quite alone. But you do have that crystal clear vision of where you're heading, but I want you to question everything, absolutely everything. Put the work into that questioning, because there's enough work being asked of you at the moment. Yes, put the work in, and don't move too fast at the moment, because there is change coming for you. There is luck coming your way, and that luck is going to alter the way that you look at things. So if the thought of going on to a new path, new lover, new friend, new job, new project, new whatever, is intimidating you, hold your horses just slightly, just very slightly, because recently there's been things that you haven't been seeing, and therefore you've been wanting to move on to something completely different, and maybe just doing a little bit of too much pleasure seeking. But a new love offer has come to you recently, one that's helped you feel more powerful. However, that's not been everything that you thought it was either. So that's why that you're unable to quite grab hold onto that love. Don't worry. The lies, those that you are telling to yourself and any that have been told to you, are coming down soon. Everything is going to crumble, and you will see where you've imprisoned yourself, where you're able to lay the law down, where the illusion has been. You're coming into a time where, when you have a hunch, listen to it. Those niggly little feelings, when they come up, listen to them, watch them, be aware of them, because change is around you, and you are having to find a new level of balance. You've been fine expressing your power before and trying to learn everything that you need, trying to impose your will. See here, Magician, Hierophant, Ace of Wands, Emperor, Six of Swords, and the Seer, the Hermit. You've been relying upon yourself, and you've been getting on fine. This new influence that seems to have crept in has made you question quite a few things. What were the three cards again? Yeah, you saw that new influence coming in as a victory. You'd already had the victory. The new influence is something else. So there's a lot of work being called on for you to examine yourself right now, and a lot of practical work for you to move on to, but it's a fertile time. Change is coming. I think once you find out the truth of a situation around you, you're going to find it a lot happier, a lot easier, a lot more abundance. Like it says, there's a lot of 3s and 6s here. 6s, as you know, are always reasonably happy cards. But balance is still called for, so you've got to balance. I want to say you need to balance the difference between your actions and the reflection of your actions. So it's not just, are you doing the right thing? Are you being seen to do the right thing? Because people being aware of your motives at the moment feels important. There's a little bit of judgment and positive. Somebody who you want to think nicely of you is watching at the moment, so you want them to think the right thing, but you don't want to compromise your power in the process. Do the right thing by exercising your power. Do not paralyze yourself by choosing to do nothing, because if you have power and you don't use it for a good cause, that in itself is a sin. These lies that I saw here, they're already gone, been and gone. That's something that will very, very soon you will know the ins and outs of. You will be seen as you're going into quite a professional time, a happy time, but that change is still going to be around you. So we've got Queen of Wands, that professional, the Queen of Wands. If this is you, you're kicking butt. As simple as that. You have the skills that you need, and you are seen as having the skills that you need. And you are able to act swiftly enough where you need to. You need to rein in any form of impulsiveness, but swift decisions will require swift action, and you'll be happy, and you will have need for swift decisions. We have a Tower card here alongside a Ten of Cups. So it's almost as if you're wanting something to get out of your way. And that thing, whatever it is that is in your way, will get out of your way. Another Ten of Cups. And the Eight of Pentacles. So, to explain the spread while I've just been talking, present, relevant past, which is helping define your actions at the moment, whether that's near or distant is another matter. A future, to grab or avoid the movements of the planets, sort of energy, flavors, trends that you will pass through. And then straight out the Celtic cross. Now, you're aware of how much change is around you already at the moment. Your intuition is helping you see what you need and who you need with you to help you weather all of these changes. And you have that support around you. But there's still balance. There's still a few choices to make. Use your intuition right now. I think I said somewhere here, those niggles, those nuances, those hunches. There's certain things in the very recent past or in the next few days even, depending on when you see this reading, untruths, misdirections, maybe lies. Lies seems a bit strong, but misunderstandings will be repeated to you and revealed to you. Do not base your practical plan for bringing your dreams into being on the misunderstandings. You have a clarity of vision. Keep that clarity of vision, even though the world keeps changing around you. The choice for you to grab what you're wanting is coming soon enough. And you have, if this is a relationship and if this is a new relationship, go for it. They're great. They are they're superb. However, I think they're already around you. And if this is a relationship reading, then you are just building an understanding of one another. But this other person is quite complex and bright and agile. Not agile as in physically, agile as in emotionally. Because I don't want to say shifty, but they are a shapeshifter. They're not necessarily always showing you how they feel, because they will play to survive. They will play to the audience to a certain extent. There's not really a mean bone in their body, but they don't feel a need to go, this is who I am. This is who I am always. They will adapt and shift and change. And sometimes that can make you feel that you don't quite know what they're thinking or what their motives are. I wouldn't worry about that. That's a skill that they've learned in trying to look after their own world. But the stuff that they don't see, and this is some of the stuff that will be crumbling down. So I think both of you are on for a bit of a trip of a revelation if this is a relationship reading. If it isn't a relationship reading, then those things that you cannot see right now will be revealed to you. You are going to be materially fine, materially quite stable. But this Queen of Pentacles, again, it feels like that other person. It feels like there is a stability being offered by them. You're in for quite a dynamic life over the next few months. And I think you're going to be coming face to face with emotions that you didn't necessarily even know that you had. And that's on the influence of another person who is very, very complex. What's defining your actions at the moment? What's happened in the past? Well, you've had a time in the past where you were torturing yourself after shooting off on a decision that afterwards you was maybe, oh, did I do the right thing? But you shot off with a lot of passion on the basis of some news, but not quite enough news. It's like you got told about half the situation and reacted that rather than waiting to know the whole half. Be aware that could be what's happening at the moment. Don't be in the position where you're going to end up worrying about what you've lost and slowly trying to build your own way out of it. Because let's face it, last time you managed to get your way out of it, but there was a lot of luck on your side and you landed in a place where things were good for you. Things really, really were good for you. And now you can move into a place where things are going to be good for you again. You can be the one offering that cup of love, that cup of dreams, that you could be the one affecting other people around you, empowering them, enabling them to achieve their dreams by, one, seeing what you do, and two, being affected by what you do. There is happiness coming for you and commitment. So you're committed to this new path, which, yeah, you think you've got that crystal clear vision right now, but patience is more to see crystal clear yet than what you already have. But I don't see in any of this there's any need to cut anything or anybody away. If anything, you want to be a little more inclusive. And yeah, there's conflict coming up and you want the right people with you, because that's not something that you would want to face on your own. But that's not going to come up until you are in such a much better position than what you are now, which will be with more information, feeling more secure, feeling more loved, whether that's by you or by somebody else. You will be receiving more love. So other people are seeing you as very, very loving as well. There's a lot of Pisces here. There's a lot of Queen of Cups. Here you are, other people. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Half expecting to see another one. Oh, yeah. Goddess of Water. Queen of Cups. Again, 2 King of Swords and a 10 of Wands. Is somebody else telling you that you're taking on too much with this new partner, job, project, relationship, whatever? Because you're quite capable of carrying that weight. You're not going to have to be seen as a jerk, where you're enforcing your will on a situation. And I know you seem to be worried about being betrayed, but your insight will help you guard what you need to guard. And some things are better off not being seen. I'm not quite sure what that means, but some things are better off not being seen. They're better off being felt. Again, that nuance, those niggles, that hunches, certain things you won't need confirmation of. But all you've got to do is watch. Things will come true soon enough. I've already looked at those. So let's have a look at the oracle cards. So as I said, we've had hold your vision. Your dreams need a practical plan. So you need to know how to move forward to manifest your dreams. And that is going to happen. But your crystal clear vision at the moment, yes, you've got crystal clear vision like that, and you need the crystal clear vision to be a little more 360 degrees. But I am brought alive by the miracle of love and discernment, figuring out what is right and what isn't right. This very mercurial, that's the word I want to look. This person who's mentally agile, emotionally agile, hasn't got the need to say, this is who I am, and has a certain amount of chameleon qualities. I feel good about that person. I don't think you need to doubt them. I think that you need to spend time to find the person that's underneath. Find the person who's in charge of this one ring circus. There is definitely news coming your way that will make things a little more comprehensible. Okay. You know how I said there is conflict up there? Somewhere as a result of all this, someone's really angry. Could be, if this is a relationship reading, this new partner's ex-partner, for example. Somebody who wanted the job who you was going to get. Somebody who got fired from the job or wanted to run the project or is running a competitive project. But you are in the right place at the right time, doing what you're supposed to do. Have courage, inner strength, use your insight, and you are releasing yourself from agreements that no longer serve you. Love is coming your way. I did not expect that to be a love reading. I mean, it could be about many things, but there is a love aspect most definitely to all of this. So if this means anything to you, comment down below. Obviously, please like, share, subscribe. Like I say, just sit pretty for the moment, because what you know about right now, yeah, you've got it right, but you've not got the whole picture. News will come soon enough, and then just trust yourself and trust your intuitions. All right? I hope that makes sense. I'm sorry that the final outcome after all of that did promise more conflict, but it's not the conflict you've got at the moment. It will be a whole new different one, and you will have people standing by your side when all that kicks off, if you play your cards right now. So, best of luck, enjoy. It looks like there's some fun for you. And I mean that genuinely, as well as maybe a little bit sarcastically. But there is some genuine fun and love here for you as well. Speak to you soon.